Hi guys, it's 7 days since I did my first video. I've had my operation since then, the sleeve. I'll just basically tell you how my journey's been these last couple of days to a week. I didn't take any photos or like any footage or anything when I come out of hospital, when I was in hospital, because I was just too this is probably the best way to describe it, coupled with I was only in hospital. I went in hospital at 6 a.m. on Wednesday the 1st of October. I had the operation I think at about 10:30, maybe 10 o'clock, and I was out and back in my room I think about 2 or 3 hours later, when my lovely mother and my brother were waiting for me. I'm glad that's done. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really nervous leading up to the operation. I won't lie, the first time though that I did feel really apprehensive and really nervous was actually going from my room to the pre-op room where they, put the drip in and whatnot. That's the point that I was really, oh my god. But then as I was wheeled into the operating room, which is freezing, absolutely freezing, I don't know why, I just calmed down and the anaesthetist did his bit and put his mask on and bang, I was out. I would say I didn't want a lot of visitors when I woke up because I just didn't feel like it. I felt crabby, sore, really hurt sometimes, and they give you like a little morphine button, but it's not morphine, but I'll just call it morphine. That's really good. Takes care of the pain and all that, but you only get it. I only had it for a day and a half, and then it was on to tablets. One thing you should probably know when if you decide to have this operation done is your first bowel movement won't be fun. It will be so sore, and it will probably be the runniest thing you've ever seen in your life. I laugh now, but at the time it was not very pleasant. Plus they take blood every morning, and they give you anti-nausea stuff, which is sickly sweet. I was low on potassium, so they gave me this, not an injection, but it was in a huge tube. It tasted like a fizzy grape juice drink. It was probably would have been nice with vodka, but when it was so sweet. One of the worst parts I would say would actually be driving home, even though my mum did the best job she could, which, I was really grateful for mum helping me out. The roadworks were going on the Kwinana freeway, small car, low to the ground, bang. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Also getting up and down out of the hospital bed, that was a killer. But the nurses were good. I wouldn't say the service at the Mount Hospital is absolutely fantastic, but the nurses were always friendly and they did their job well. And Dr. Padavan called me Even Steven, because everything was really good in the morning, and when he comes to check on you and whatnot. So since I got home, I've just been pottering around, just doing, trying to. When I first got home, the first day I got home, I literally had a shower and then got into bed, basically. Sat in bed. Mother was looking after me. Thanks, Mum. She, got me sorted and whatnot. So I think you need to have that other person just to support you. Even if you can, I probably would have, I wouldn't have managed it on my own. I would always have someone with you. Not only that, it's, the moral support, whether it's your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, sister, whatever, just have that someone, and also have them stay with you for the next couple of nights, because it's unless, I mean, I've never had surgery before, so I was a bit, apprehensive at that fact, being home alone. So it was good having mum here. Getting in out of bed, that's another story. It was very difficult. I have very little pain now, being, tomorrow morning it would be a week since the operation, but it's easy for me to get up and down now. You don't actually feel anything inside you, like where they've cut the stomach or whatnot. That you don't feel that. You do feel if you've got gas trapped, like inside your stomach, like if you've drunk water, and but it's more the cuts, because they make the tiny little cuts. I had 5 little cuts, probably about that big, and then a big one about that big, just above my belly button, where they pull the rest of the stomach out. But I had a checkup yesterday, my first checkup since being in hospital, down in Mandurah. Allied on Anstruther is what they're called. It's their little complex. And yeah, I had an appointment with a dietitian. It was really good. We just went through what I can eat and whatnot for the next few days. Also had the checkup with the nurse there. I got a bit of a surprise. She said I was healing faster than she had expected, so that was a bonus. I have lost at this stage about 6 or 7 kilos. I can't quite remember. It's but you basically lose water first before you lose fat. But I mean, it's still weight going down. Because she was talking about with every, sort of, let's just say every gram you lose, one part of it is fat and the other 3 parts are water. So you lose that, and then once your body stabilizes or you rehydrate, then it's just solely, I think it goes the other way. So you're just losing fat instead of losing water. That's why you got to have a lot of protein as well. What else? I don't know. Last time I wrote something down, but I was really happy to be home. Like I said, the hospital was okay. The hot water in their shower is very, very lousy. I like it almost roasting, but you wouldn't even make a cup of tea with it. Oh yeah, another thing, when you go to hospital, make sure you wear something comfortable that you can leave in. I didn't really wear something that I didn't really think that far ahead, and I basically wore pretty much a shirt on. It's my favourite shirt, but it's a little bit tight around the stomach area, so it was rubbing a little bit on the little nursery pads that they put on there. So take that into mind. Wear some loose fitting clothes. And another thing is they always want you to drink water. Oh my god, you have to drink. It's a little amount. They say like 30 mils of water every hour for 4 hours, and then it's 30 mils every half an hour, and then it just, for someone who's never, it may sound like a little bit, but for someone like me who's never drunk a lot of water, I would normally have one big drink of water, but for someone, it was very hard to remember. It was very time consuming and very it had to be done, but it was very time consuming, and always remembering, because I'd quite often forget, and especially being at home, without, when the nurse comes in and just checks your blood pressure and whatnot and reminds you, it's like, oh yeah, I've got to do that. But another thing is getting used to the diet. You can't have anything solid at all. You can't have anything mushy at all. It has to be free liquid, so basically broth, water, juice. Apple juice has been my best friend. whatnot. You can have sorbet. You can't really have dairy. I mean, I didn't have dairy, but I don't think you can. But that's all in the first, I think in the first, up to 4 days of the operation. Also, I think, well, maybe for me, my taste buds changed. Sweet things were extremely sweet. Hence, when they gave me the anti-nausea medication, which is a little fizzy tablet that goes under your tongue, it was like being gorged with fairy floss. It was not pleasant. Same as when because they give you Panadol as well at the hospital, so in a pink liquid. So that was just so sweet. But funnily enough, apple juice didn't really get any sweeter. In fact, it tasted better, but who knows. What else? Let's see. I really should have written all this down, but yeah, tired. You'll be very tired. Today was the first day that I spent doing bits and pieces. Like I went to the shops, and I went to my grandparents. Hey Nana, if you're watching, and because it was the first time I was able to get in and out of the car without going, and whatnot. But it was still very tiring. I actually contemplated just doing this tomorrow and going to bed, but and I mean I had a really long night's sleep last night, but it does tire you out. But it's going to be worth it, I'm really looking forward to the long-term results of what's going to happen. What else can I say? Don't know, but if I think of anything, I may post another video. But to everyone who's curious, the operation went very well. I'm home. I've got 2 weeks off. Well, back at work in a week's time, but then I only go for a week of half days. Because like I said, you do get very tired, especially in the afternoon. Difficult to drink the amount of water that's required for me personally. I never drank a lot of water. Also, another thing, when you drink water, you wouldn't think it, but it actually creates, because the way I don't know, the dietitian explained it to me, but the way the top part of water sits, it creates like a bubble. And when that goes in, it can create gas inside this, in your stomach. So that can be very uncomfortable. You're sort of sitting there, and all of a sudden it just starts grumbling and whatnot, and you just like pregnancy breaths. So that's a big thing to watch out for. Whereas with like apple juice, as I've drunk a lot of apple juice, it's very flat, and it has no bubbles. It has no I can't remember what it's called, but when you look at water, I think it's kind of like that. But it was very good. It went down well, and they also give you some pretty powerful painkillers when you leave the hospital. I had endone. It's probably, one tablet is probably taking the equivalent of maybe 3 Mercendols, and probably 2 Cadalgin, maybe 3 Cadalgin forts as well. It's very strong. I tried not to use them. I just stuck to my paracetamol, which was what they recommended, which helped. But sometimes it only takes the edge off, and when you're trying to sleep and you can't, it won't stop. Just the ache. You just have to pop it. Don't advocate drugs, but you do have to pop it. The nurse, I did speak to the nurse yesterday when I said to her what I'd done. She said, yeah, that's fine. That's to be expected. Sometimes you just need a break from that continual pain or ache. And another thing is, a lot of people said about the gas, because they pump you, you're full of gas, so the doctor can get in there and operate. I think I was pretty lucky with that. I didn't have a lot of problems with that. Whether they pumped it all out or it escaped or what, I don't know, but I wasn't very gassy out of either end when I finished. My brother, on the other hand, unfortunately, when he had his hernia, poor bugger, he was in absolute agony. So was my mum when she had her operation. Yeah. Also, the doctor said you've got to make sure you keep a good eye on your cuts and everything. If they start to go red, you start getting sweat a lot, blood pressure, you can hear your heart pounding. You need to call the doctor straight away, go to the hospital straight away because you've got an infection or something. Also, if you feel an extremely severe pain underneath your left shoulder, that means the actual stomach seal where they've cauterized it and stapled it has come undone, and so that's very dangerous. You got to go, don't leave that. But all in all, it is going to be a positive experience, but obviously the few days after surgery aren't positive. They're just you just sort of flatline. So anyway, I've been rambling, so I will get going. But yeah, it's been an experience for me. I'm just looking forward to this being able to eat normal food again, not sort of normal junk food and crap like that, but just being able to eat a normal thing, not being on liquids and then mash and puree and then mashed and then but that's what happens, so you've just got to deal with it. So I've got a lot of support, a lot of family and friends, so I want to thank everybody who wished me well. I can't remember everyone off the top of my head because there was just so many. I think I had like nearly 30 messages from different people, and it was really good. I didn't realise that many people liked me, which was really good. So thanks, guys. But anyway, until next Tuesday or Wednesday next week, adios.